I make an angry Ewok sniper kinda now. With a slingshot. Let's ride Bash Fruit. That was a while ago, man. Holy shit. The Half-Life mod was called Existence Half-Life. Left-handed, absolutely, dude. I actually wanted to make it look more oriental. Not exactly like, I didn't want to make it just like the Avatar. Where is it? There it is. Because first of all, I don't know what it's from. It could be from a TV show or a movie or something, I don't know. So, and on top of that, it doesn't really fit with the style, the art direction of the set. So I want to put that for the personal reasons that DK wanted for. But I also needed to stylize it so it's more oriental and it fits with the rest of the like Japanese kind of feel that our set is. So kind of like married the two things together and it works out. Are they guys gonna be red? I don't know, man. It might look better just so metal. I'm not sure if we need to make the eyes glow. Not sure. Eyes a little wacky now. Looks good for up close, but from a distance it's a little bit off. Oh god. Oh, hey, man. Thank you, Panda. How do you like our TA set? Be cool if they're like ruby red. Yeah, that's what I thought at first too. I mean, we can test that out on the texture. It'd be super quick to test. Who's doing the textures? Enemy's gonna be doing the... No, I think Abyss is doing the barrel and the weapon. Or the Brewmaster, so I'll tell him to test it out, see what it looks like. Particle effects on it. That might be cooler. With a little trail. That could be kind of cool. We'll try that, man. It's a good idea. Then before having the eyes glowing on the back, if they have a cool little trail. Down for that. Beer pouring out of his mouth? No, man. The mug's gonna be spilling a whole bunch of beer, and the keg's gonna have a crack on it that there's some ale being spilled out of as well. So we can have it coming out of his mouth too, man. Come on. Much. The cork in his mouth. If we had an extra bone, we could actually make like a taunt or something where he pulls out the cork, and we don't have time for that. But we could do it. Is there any programs like Zbrush for a standard tablet? Standard tablet. Zbrush will work with any tablet, man. And any tablet will work with any 3D program. Black Milky Way, I've never heard that, man. Alright, what was the last thing we were going to try? Those bolts. I don't know if they'll still work. Alright, that's not bad. Oh, I really don't. Hey Davian, what's up? I know, we got the comeback on tonight. Do couriers or sets take longer to make? Sets. And Zbrush lost our sensitivity, let's bring it back. You think I'd be used to it by now, David? Alright, let's see if those bolts will still work. I don't know. Maybe too much now. I want to up place for some of them. I mean, they're quick sketches, but what do you guys think? Bolts or no bolts? Maybe smaller ones? Or if they go inwards? That doesn't work. Condrag, I'm actually 100% Mexican. I just got a dual citizenship in Canada because I lived there for 15 years. Hola amigo, ¿cómo estamos? Inspirational beer? Hogarden, baby. Hogarden. No bolts for smaller birch burners. Small bolts if I stop playing. Smaller bolts will be baller but bashful fruit. Yeah, Davian, check it out. So he wanted his avatar as his personal thing on the set, because we do something personal for our pro players for the sets we would create with them. So he wanted his avatar kind of be put into it. So I stylized and I made it, give it more of an Asian flavor of this crazy bunny rabbit. So that's what's on his barrel. Maybe a little hole in his mouth where the beer comes out. This is the base actually. The cork is on the other side. Sellout? Sellout? Dude, we're partners. We're actually losing money, but we're working with a pro player to help them out, and partnering up with players is really nice. For one thing, it helps them and the Dota community and the gaming scene as a whole, and it helps extend the lifetime of sets as well. Pro players keep using them and they keep advertising them, and that's something that we kind of work on them to advertise and to really get out there and make sure that they're happy, first of all, with the set, and that's why we do this kind of personal things and go think outside of the box a little bit with our designs. YC8, no, the studio's here in San Francisco, Lucasfilm, so I moved here for that. Smaller bolts? Yeah, I'm thinking the smaller bolts too. The kind of imprinted bolts kind of works really nice. So I'll make a hole, and then I'll bring out the bolt so that doesn't really stick out. It's still kind of part of the mold and the sculpt, so it doesn't kind of pull too much attention away, but still adds that nice handmade feel. It's actually it's work. It's working in the world. It's being held in place with those bolts. Not just bolts for the hell of it. Oh shit, you guys want to see the quap? The quap of pain? Sure, David. That's cool. I'll give you some feedback. Try and get the work a little more advanced, so the feedback actually helps you out. Too much feedback too early is not gonna help you out, so yeah, just keep that in mind, man. Alright, let's try and do this imprinting. Should we put it across our middle? Okay. Okay. Do both of these at the same time, maybe. Shit. Got the y-axis. Alright, fuck it. We'll do that one at a time. Now we'll do the inside. Alright. Octagon bolts. I don't have the resolution for that. Hey there. We're good. We're rested. We needed a lot of rest, man. The last couple of days we were so tired. So I finally got some nice rest last night, and then I actually passed out today in the afternoon again. So we're good to go tonight. We actually got to jump over to the co-op and do some texture work on her. Oh, thanks, Nick. Hey Patrick, thank you for the follow. Yeah, the eyes are kind of like the bolts, but the bolts are more recessed in and they're going to be darker on the texture, so I'll have a little bit of a shadow in them. Kind of like... Same with this stuff, it's going to be dark over here. I'll just do a quick paint over here with a mask, show you guys. Parts that will be sticking out, parts that will be darkened up in the texture, the parts that will be even more shadowed because of the ambient occlusion pass. Oh shit. Kind of like that. Good stuff, Patrick. Hitman, welcome aboard. Am I able to go in and update the textures for the blood-soaked the pants? Or they why do I need to update them? Or the blood on his belly or something like that? Or what are we talking about? I was thinking about the bloodstained bridges for Pudge. Oh man, Hogarden's amazing. I love the weedy beer. I think that works. And after the bake, we'll see what our resolution, how much of that resolution holds up, and we'll do a paint over with more illustrative brush strokes, and we'll make sure it works for in-game. Bottom left and right bolts are bothering you? They're part of the wood? It's all metal, man. This whole bottom part is all metal. Texture seem a little bit pixely. Pixely. Dude, like this is this big in game. We didn't need to subdivide it and add more polygons to it. I think it'll render out really good. I mean, you're looking at it like while I'm working on it to make the shapes this close up. And this close up, yeah, I mean, you're gonna see the pixels in here that I'm not gonna spend another subdivision and add millions of polygons to the scene to iron that stuff out. When this gets baked down, and then when we do the paint over and the bakes and everything for the texture, it's gonna look like, you know, it's gonna look really smooth and perfect. But yeah, don't worry about like seeing pixels at this, you know, this close up. I just move in here so that I can work on it a little cleaner. But this will make a really nice texture and normal matte. The bloodstained pants. Oh, the bloodstained pants were a bit pixelated. Well, I did an entire, like I covered his entire front and back with one item, which was his back item. So I can't go in there. I can make it more unpixelated than what it is because it's covering so much surface space for one little texture. It's already mirrored, I think, part of it. But yeah, I mean, I saved a lot of. The UVs are really tight. And that's as best it's gonna get for pixels. Remember, the back items are just the rings on his back. I did an entire set of pants and torso section that covers him up. Oh hey, what's up, Dart? Welcome back. Alright. Minimize that, dude. Barrel. Yeah, dude. Yeah, finally got some sleep. We were just talking about it actually before you came in. Ashful Fruit, how often do we stream? Trying to stream 3 times a week. But last week, well, the past couple of weeks we've been streaming a lot. Because we're in a crunch mode right now for our deadline of May 26th. To submit all our 4 sets we're making for TI5. PJs, I'll be your friend, dude. Or if I came across as arrogant. No, that wasn't arrogant at all, David. You were asking questions about it, and I just explained to you why it's a little bit pixelated in some sections. The surface space to cover that entire section, I had to use up a small texture that's meant for something way smaller. So I had to cover a lot of space with it, and it still came out pretty smooth. It just won't be, you know, as clean as smaller items. Smaller items are a lot easier to texture. You have a lot more UV space for them, so a lot more texture resolution. Oh, you remember the bunny we were gonna do, Dart? Yeah, we just finished it tonight. Last couple hours we just knocked it out. Making sets for the whole team? No, we're making 2 sets for VG Gaming, 1 set for Dandy, and 1 set for DK Phobos. So 1 Navi, I mean it's not for the team, well 2 of them are for the team. The VG ones are for the entire team. Even though only certain players use those heroes. The Dandy one is for Dandy, and the Brewmaster one is for DK Phobos from Ace's Polar, or whatever they change the name to. Missing the cigar. I know, man. I know. He dropped it. No, Angel, I don't have any information on that, man, sorry. The heroes we're making for VG Gaming, we're making an Ember Spirit and a Skywrath. Is Dendy gonna be playing Pudge? What? I mean, he plays Pudge on his stream, and very rarely on pro matches. But he plays a lot of Quap. You guys want to see the Quap? Since we finished this Zbrush. Brewmaster. Alright, I'm just gonna save another copy of this. Oh, let's see. Easier to find. Alright, let's open up Quap of Pain in the Zbrush scene here. Give me the details, man. That is so freaking bright. Ah. Why, hello. So, brand new wings for our Queen of Pain. All the wings that have been put into the game so far for the Queen of Pain have been opened up, and they've been kind of feathery, some of them, I mean the default one is really vampire-ish, but they're kind of opened up and they're smaller. So we went for a more dynamic feel for her. So we kind of closed them up halfway and made them thinner on the top and wider in the back, and then have some nice folds going in the lower backside as well. You guys can see those right here, and some holes and some alpha masks that we're gonna put on those guys. Same with the skirt. So if you see it from top view, and imagine the other wing over here because we didn't put it in Zbrush. She has this arrowhead kind of silhouette now that works really well. And we repositioned the bones. Our TD artist Abyss repositioned the bones, and we made new animations for her runs, her idols, her blink, her Q, and her ultimate. So all those actually spread her wings out, and they look freaking huge because we have we we made bigger wings, right? But they don't look super big because they're kind of close to halfway right now. But when those spills happen, her ultimate kind of encases the rings from her scream really nicely. And I think my favorite one that Abyss finished up was the blink animation. Her wings kind of like flatter and they kind of like pull across as she blinks forward. Gives her a really nice sense of direction. It's really cool. We'll show you guys when he comes online. We'll have him join us on a Skype call and show you in game. What's the command to vote on the sets again? You can just scroll down bottom right over there. You guys can see the yes button. Click on that and you can go to our Steam Workshop, and you can go vote there. How long have you worked on the co-op? Not very long, dude. I think I just started. I mean, we've been jumping around a whole bunch of different models. But we did the Zbrush for her in like, I think 4 days, give or take. 4 nights, 3 or 4 nights. And the low poly I knocked out in one night. And the UVs I did in another night. And every now and then I've been touching up some of like the mirrored stuff that wasn't UV'd yet. Because we wanted to wait for the bakes to make sure that the UVs worked across them. So for example, the skirt on her down here is mirrored across the front. So that's why there's no Zbrush part for this. It's just the texture that we're grabbing from the back for the front so that we can fit that into UV space and into poly count. So whenever we make our sets and we add all this crazy stuff to them to cover up more of the model and try to make it look like almost like a new hero and still recognizable as the Queen of Pain, we have to kind of put some of the items into other slots. So like all the other sets for Queen of Pain don't really have a dress or a skirt or anything. So we made the skirt, the bottom part, on the front and the back, part of the wings. So when you equip our wings, you're gonna get the dress or the loincloth if you don't have the top. So it still works, right? No matter what, if you don't use our shoulder item, which is our dress, if you use whatever shoulder pads or whatever default stuff she's got on, or some other items that come out that you might like, if you put those on, you'll still get the cool loincloth, and that comes with the wings. And for our hair, the hair comes with the neckband, and with the braids that fall across her shoulders and her back. And the hair also comes with the streams, or with these little ribbons on the back that are animated with physics bones. That's how we fit all our stuff into the items so that it works by themselves and works really well with the set at the same time. Hey, little, yeah, dude, we finished the Orchid Whip as well. So here you can see this daggers are mirrored, so there's no Zbrush on them, but they're all gonna look like this dagger. So when she right clicks and when she does her Q, she whips her whip, and the dagger flies out of the whip as if she's throwing like the last whip or the last dagger on the whip. And the handle we sculpted out to be the orchid. Bam. That handle was a pain in the ass. Yes, if you were wondering. It was a pain in the ass to sculpt all that by hand, but it's all done. The animations Bashful were made by Abyss Effects. Remember